Okay, this is the KSGER T12 style soldering iron or soldering station. I got this from their official store on AliExpress. This is the particular software and hardware version that I have. Very nice unit. Uses these imitation style tips, only about $3 a piece. Quite a variety of them. This only cost me about $50 shipped. I've got a blue style wand here, which is fine. You have to excuse the beeps. Right now I don't have the wand plugged in, but basically this is your main screen. Now to get into the menu, push and hold. You've got options for standby. Let me zoom in. Okay, standby is when the motion detector in the wand is inactive. It detects that there's no movement. So you can have the iron go to sleep and drop down to a lower temperature when you're not using it. These are the options. How much time you want it to last in increments of minutes. Up to 60 minutes. I keep it at 1 minute because it heats up super fast, so it's no big deal. You can have it drop down to whatever temperature you want. I set 150. It's nice and low. Again, it heats up really quick, so it's not a problem at all. The method in which it wakes up, I use shake, meaning I pick up the iron out of the stand. It will come back alive. There's also a switch and a manual. And of course, even when it's in shake, if you push the button or turn it or anything, that'll wake it up. So that's no big deal. Push and hold to go back to the menu. Sleep. This is how long, if it doesn't detect any movement, the whole unit will basically power itself down after 30 minutes, and that's adjustable, of course. Let me see. Anywhere from 1 minute to 60 minutes, so that you don't just accidentally walk off and leave it running. Boost is a nice feature. Gives you a temporary increase in power. It's also fully adjustable. 10 to 100 degrees. I keep it about 40. And then the duration starts off at 1 minute and goes up to 30 minutes. And what that means is, let me get out of the menu, I'll show you real quick. When you have your iron plugged in and it's at temperature, if you want to do a boost, you just give it a quick, just rotate it a little bit to the right. The temperature will boost up 40 degrees for 1 minute, which are my settings. And then the standby, you can make it manually go into standby if you don't want it to wait a minute. You give it a little flick to the left, just a couple rotations like that. It'll go into standby right away and the temperature will drop down. Let's go back into the menu. Cold in, I'm not sure what that is. Tip, lets you go through a menu. You can put an X or a check mark to tell it what tips you own. I already programmed in the 8 tips that I have. The stepping of the temperature. Now this can be anywhere from 1 degree centigrade steps, to adjust the temp, all the way up to 50 degree steps. I usually set it at 10, nice and quick. You can put a password on there. You can set a screensaver. You can turn the buzzer on and off if you don't want to hear it. If you're triggered by that, you can turn it off.